Hey guys, what's up? This is Dielo Tai. Welcome to this short tutorial video. Some of you have been asking for this for a general how to use Future on 2B2T and which hacks I myself use or have on by default. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's start with the basic stuff. So the colors and the HUD, you can set the brightness and the saturation and the rainbow hue and rainbow speed of the enchants, right? So set that up to your liking, and also you can set up the color for your GUI of Future itself. I have it at a nice dark blue myself. The next thing you want to set up is the HUD. I mean, you don't really need things like a custom font or watermark, but you should have armor on. This is the little bar where you can see how broken or not broken your armor is, so have that on. Have potion effects for sure, and effect HUD as well. Liquid vision lets you see a bit better underwater and in lava. And you can also set up these kind of things: FPS, ping, TPS, lag notifier. That's everything that I have hidden over here under my overlay, so you can set that up for yourself. Most of the other things pertain to quartz, nether quartz, which corner your hacks actually appear, in which order they appear, if they cast a shadow, if the list is colored or not, and these kind of things, or if it does show at all. You can set it up for yourself just to your liking. I have it in my top right corner, ordered alphabetically and colored so that you can distinguish it a bit better. So that's for HUD and colors. Let's go over to world. As you can see, I don't have anything currently turned on in world because most of these things don't actually work on 2B, or I don't just use them regularly, other than maybe wall hack, which is, as you can all know, X-ray. You can set that up so that it's actually transparent and not entirely gone if you'd like to. Otherwise it works like a normal X-ray. If you want to know how to add blocks or remove certain blocks from X-ray, check out my top 5 questions about Future video. I'm not gonna make this one longer just to explain that. So let's go over to render now. If you want to use breadcrumbs, you totally can. It leaves a little trail behind you, right? When you start to move. Fantastic, we got this little trail and you can find your way back then, but I don't really use that. ESP, you can set up to view chests and items, storages, you know, mobs, vehicles. You can see behind me there are a couple of mobs, under me there are a couple hostile mobs, there's a cow over there, and there's my e-chest, of course. So ESP, FreeCam, you all know what FreeCam is and how to use it, you know. So FreeCam, I use that a lot. No weather, yeah, mostly. Even when I'm fishing, I like to turn it off so that I can actually see when the rain is falling, because you get a lot more fishing going on in the heavy rain. Small shield, this is a nice thing to have because it actually makes the item in your offhand a bit smaller so that it doesn't hinder your view. And you can also turn on tab GUI, but I don't really use it. I just like to have all my hacks laid out before me, so I don't really use that. Tracers, you can set those also to players, invisibles, monsters, animals, and items. I only have it set to players because once you are in an area where there are a lot of mobs or a lot of animals, it gets kind of in the way. So I just leave that at players. You can set it up however you like. And trajectories, those are for your throwables or shootables, right? So an ender pearl, a bow, you know, don't have anything other to shoot with now, but anything that can be thrown gets a little trajectory right there when you turn that on. View clip is a nice little thing to have when you are doing screenshots or maybe videos, so you can set the distance of the view clip a bit better than the default one. And waypoints, of course, I'm not going to turn them on right now because I have some of my personal waypoints added, but for details on waypoints you can also check out the top 5 questions about Future video. Let's jump over to movement now. AAC high jump no longer works, unfortunately, so you see me getting glitched down back, so I no longer use that. I use auto walk a lot, I use boat fly at times, I do use a lot of elytra fly for sure, you know that. Flight, when you are in a 2x1 tunnel with a roof over your head, you can totally use that with a speed of 1 or about 1 without getting disconnected. Horse speed, that's your entity speed for horses, pigs and boats. Just leave it at max, leave the anti-stuck and anti-void toggled on, and the safe distance at its default value, and you should be fine. Jesus works, but only while you are riding an entity, so you can ride a horse over the water with Jesus or a pig. No slow, it's a very nice thing to have because you can actually move and sprint and jump while your inventory is opened, and you are not slowed down by eating as well. So I have that on by default for sure. And velocity makes you not being able to be knocked back by things like arrows and explosions. You just leave that at 0, 0, and that's that. From the miscellaneous tab, you can use announcer, you know, the thing where you greet and say goodbye to everyone that joins or leaves the server, or the spammer. I explained the spammer also in the top 5 questions about future video, so if you want the details about how to start spamming on 2B with your future client, check that out. I advise you to use both sparingly because it's one of the more easier ways to get ignored or even hard ignored. Other than those two, I use IRC to see the IRC chat in the in-game chat, and middle click so that I can middle click add my friends. I also use timer for taking off with my elytra during low TPS. I have it set to 0.1. And I on occasion use X carry as well. Let me just show you real quick. X carry allows you to carry 4 more things in your crafting grid right there, and the only problem is that when you disconnect, those items get dropped automatically, so it's only useful for some occasions. Still nice to have. Exploits, I don't really use any of these. I guess you could try to use anti-hunger, but I mean it doesn't make that much of a difference. And portal god mode, yeah, you can try to stand in a portal and have that turn on, and you will gain a basic invincibility, but don't really see the use for that. The combat tab I just wanted to show you which you could use. These are working. I don't really use all of them. I don't use crystal aura by default. I don't use auto armor by default. I don't use boat aura by default. I just have my auto totem turned on, and also at times my auto log. You can set that up to a health of your liking, and of course the aura, but I honestly don't have that turned on by default neither, because of my lack of PvPing on this server. So these are the things that I keep on at all times, or mostly at all times. Maybe not the autolog. What did I forget? Yeah, anti-vanish, leave that on at all times if you have future. That will allow you to see the username has vanished message, and username is no longer vanished in the chat, you know, just so you know that people are doing that vanishing exploit until house patches that as well. You can also use auto reconnect and auto respawn if you'd like to. They both work. I just don't have them turned on by default. It's safer that way. And that's basically it, guys. If you still got some questions about future or about some of these hacks, let me know in the Discord. You can find the description. You can find the link in the description under this video. And if you like this video, leave a like or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll be seeing you in my streams, hopefully. Until then, thanks for watching, and peace.